and thank you for joining me for today's cloth and paper haul. I'm hoping that this haul will give you guys some inspiration as we look towards 2025 and setting up our planners. So this is my cloth and paper haul that I did last in 2024. I always love cloth and paper because they have a really great selection, very aesthetic, and their inserts and planning materials are top notch. Take a second to get into the packaging. I love these little pouches. They're great for storing your planning materials or your planner. They are gorgeous. Always love to receive my packages from Cloth and Paper because they do add in some extra freebies, which are always nice. And the packaging is just so nice. It's like receiving a present for sure. New to it or true to it, as we're going through, I'm going to give you all of my tips and tricks on how to set up your planner so that you can be successful and ensure success in 2025. I always like to re-up on these little page flags because I think it makes it super simple when you're going through your planners to go back to pages that you bookmarked or things that you want to remember. So I did get these reminders flags from Cloth and Paper. I think they're so aesthetic and very visually pleasing. And I do have some. I have their spotlight stickers. Previously, as you guys can see, I've been using those in my everyday carry. It's my Louis Vuitton GM or large ring agenda in the Damier EBENE print. Details in case you want to pick up these same planners for your system, but you don't have to plan with these for sure. I've collected them over time, one at a time, not all in a bunch because they can be pricey, but you can definitely replicate these as well. There's nothing wrong with that. I always like to order from Cloth and Paper are their assorted journaling card sets because they are very motivational and inspirational, and I love to have them as prompts in my planners. They just keep me positive and focused, and they're also great to style your planners with. You'll see here that I ordered a bunch of these. I have them currently, but I also have had some previously, and they just have really nice sayings on them. They look very pleasing in your planner, and they also help to motivate you when you're looking through your planners daily and to just provide a burst of inspiration. I always like to add these throughout all of my planners, as you will see, just to motivate me through the day. And also if I'm looking for inspiration, then you'll see here that in my everyday carry, I have some that I ordered previously. I like to tuck them in the pockets in the back, or maybe paper clip them throughout some of the pages that I'm working on. And they just really come in handy and are so complimentary. That I will show you is my large desk agenda. This one I use specifically for my finances. As you can see, I had to update my 2023 collection, which a lot of it's from Cloth and Paper as well. But you can see that I just keep some things in here in my back pockets, either from Cloth and Paper or just things that I like. But I needed to go back in and just clear out all of the 2023 clutter, put in my 2024 inserts. I know it seems late, but like I said, I held this so that we could go through it as you're looking towards 2025 from 24, and just to update your planner system and get some great ideas, hopefully. As you guys will see, I do have different size planners and different planners that I use for different things within my planning system. So what I do when I order from Cloth and Paper or other planner providers is that I get things that I can put in each of my systems. So I have things that are for all of the different sizes, the different needs of my planners going into the next year. That I've really enjoyed receiving from Cloth and Paper is just this little insert folder. It's great and so handy for housing all of your little tidbits if you wanted to keep them in here. It's a great little pocket folder you can put in your planner. You could attach notes to it, and you get this really nice card from them that just says ciao on it. It talks about how to share, refresh, and assistance here, and it's just a really nice thing that you could also put into your planner. I like that their things are functional to where you could actually use them to decorate your planner or to keep in your planner. I also ordered newly some of these semicircle stickers. I'm excited to use these. I like the color of them. My vibe is just a very aesthetic, neutral type vibe currently, so I like to pick up pieces that are in that color palette, which is a very neutral palette. How you set up your planners will determine what you need to order each time. You could get away with just ordering once a year, once every 2 years, depending on if you get things that are online, undated, or you may get things that have the dates on them. I have a mix of two. For my financial planner, I have things that are not dated because my financial planner is on a regular basis, but I don't use it every single day. So I did need to order some dated items just to kind of insert into my financial planner at that size, which I did, which was more of the monthly calendars. the month to month, just the cover sheets. But then for some of my other planners, my daily carries, I don't have that same monthly or timed system. It's more of just note taking and such. So I like to just add some stickers, page flags, and such to update my planner to give it a little freshness. But at the same time, I don't need to have anything that's reoccurring other than like lined pages, packing lists, and such. But you get quite a bit in your bundles when you do order from Cloth and Paper, which I really like from them. So just depending on how your setup is will determine what you need to order, but these are just some things that are newer from Cloth and Paper during my last order that you may be interested in adding to yours. I really like these black stickers to add to my monthly planning that I do day to day, just so that it gives a little character. Since my system is more on the neutral side, I think that these add a little pizzazz to it, even though it's neutral. It just adds a little bit of flair on the eye so that it's not just so matchy-matchy and breaks up a lot of the space. Love about this brand is that it definitely stands for where I am currently in my life. There is luxury and simplicity, which I love. These are so complimentary, these inserts, to any planners, but I really love them with my Louis Vuitton planners because I do take them sometimes to work or when I'm out and about, and I think that it's just really complimentary the way that they are aesthetic, but also the quality of the product is really, really nice. The Vellum is one of the favorites that I love to pick up. These are some of the covers that I picked up. This is one that says notable, which I thought would be great to insert into my everyday carry planners, which I just showed you one, which my larger one, but this one is my medium ring or the MONOGRAM planner from Louis Vuitton. I carry this with me every day. It goes to work with me. It has all of my memos in it and just kind of reoccurring things that are not so much needed to be updated on a day-to-day basis or in terms of like dated items. These are things that have like my workout goals, my weight loss goals, trips that I want to come up and plan out, books that I'm reading, and all of that. So I don't really need a dated item for each of those, but this is more of something that's ongoing. But I do like to purchase things to update this planner because when I'm looking at it, I want to usher in newness, have things that are fresh in them, that are nice to look at as well when I'm flipping through. So some of my things in here are older cards, affirmation card, a lot from Cloth and Paper. But also I wanted to add this in just to kind of give a newness and update here. And as you can see, I do have a yearly calendar. I have some things that I printed out like this Dior insert, and I've hole punched that and added it just to make it more personable and my own. As you'll see, the vibe of my planners are aesthetic. I like for them to translate as a system to where they all have the same vibe but not the same items in each one. A contradiction, but there are some things that will need to translate to each of my planners that need to be updated that are the same. So as you see this notable insert, I did get it for my larger size daily carry as well as my smaller size because I do want some things to be connective and together. The tip is to make sure that when you're operating with your planners, you're operating with a plan. To me, it is so key to know where you're going with your planners or where you want to go. That way, when you're setting out to plan out how your planners are going to align to help you specifically in your journey of life for 2025 or whatever year it is, then you are operating with a plan that gets you from point A to point B. Don't just order a bunch of stuff that is typical or common to planner inserts. You want to make sure that your planner inserts and things that you buy are specific to you and your needs. That makes planning a lot easier. It makes it a lot more motivating when you have things that excite you, that you're happy about, but also things that help you to be successful. So whatever you need, if you are a girly that likes to plan daily, then get those daily planner inserts. But if you don't like to plan daily and it makes you feel overwhelmed, then don't get those type of inserts. If you work better with lists, then get list inserts that will help you to have a to-do list that you can check off, see your goals ahead of you, and feel accomplished when you're checking them off of your list. Whatever works for you is what's best to purchase and to pack your planners with. Another thing that I find to be successful and helpful is to not overstuff your planners. Even though you have all of the inserts, if you do get a yearly set of planning tools, you'll have everything for the full year or 12 months. I like to only put in at max a month to 3 months within the planners so that it's not just too heavy. And by heavy, I'm not just talking about the weight of your planner, but that too. But you don't want it to be just overwhelming to where you feel like you have to fill in a 12-month asset or 12 months of your upcoming year all in one sitting. I think that you want to curate a month, maybe go through, talk through a month, work out a month or two or three. But anything further than that, unless you have things that you know are demanding that you need to know, which you can do just along the side of your look ahead, I wouldn't go all the way into a full 12-month spread unless that's helpful for you because you don't want to be overwhelmed. In my financial planner, I do have the financial planner inserts from Cloth and Paper, which I have found to be very helpful. They have some really poignant and great motivational inserts within the financial planner. I really have enjoyed using them, and I do actually use these with a 12-month look ahead that helps me to plan throughout the year to be successful. But I like to break this down again just on a month by month system, what I'm using, what I'm spending, and that has been helpful for me. You guys some of my planners in my system, and I wanted to just share with you one that is newer, a new pickup for me from Cloth and Paper. This is an undated, unlined grit planner that I've been actually really excited about. This one is new as far as I know, but it does have a lot to offer. I think that if you're someone who likes to see everything in front of you, that the spread on this is really nice because you can see your full month. It's undated, so if you happen to skip a month or forget a month or you want to get a few months ahead, you can actually fill in all of the dates on this one. Of course, it's aesthetic. Of course, it is pleasing on the eye. I'm just going to unpackage this so that you can see how it looks. But I'm interested to be using this one. I've started to use it. It's been great over the summer months, and I'm actually specifically using it for my kids' summer activities. This has been very helpful just to track all of their endless events and appointments and stuff in here so I can add the dates in and just really use it. It has been very helpful. That I've really enjoyed is their spiral bound planner, and I use this one specifically for work activities. That way I have my life and work balances separated. I like to use this ongoing at work just to kind of have all of my to-do lists, appointments, meetings, and such handy in this planner. It works great. I like the latest ones because it has a front and a back cover, which keeps your inside spotless. It keeps it from getting scratched up and such, and you can get this in a horizontal or vertical layout. So I really have been enjoying this planner. I have been using my latest one here for personal, where I've just done that same spread. You can open it up, have your monthly spread, and just write out all of the things that you have coming up as far as a day-to-day basis. For me, this has worked great. I really like the aesthetic of this because if you're going into a meeting, it's not an LV planner, which is kind of attention drawing. It's subtle, but it's classy at the same time. It does have built-in month-to-month dividers, which are really nice photos that they put in. It has your lined pages for notes. You can go in and do daily activities. It has some motivational scripting in there. And it's just a really nice planner. It's compact. It travels well. Like I said, it has a cover on it, which is protective, and it just is a nice on-the-go planner that I've enjoyed. I do pick this one up yearly. I find that you need to pre-order it or order it early so that you can get the layout that you're wanting, either vertical or horizontal, because they do tend to sell out. In an overview of my planner system, I could not end the video without showing you my smaller LV agendas that I now use for cash stuffing. I absolutely love cash stuffing, guys, and I would love to share these with you. I use some of my smaller agendas now for cash stuffing. I've ordered some of these little inserts or Ziploc type bags from Amazon, and I've ordered the little stickers that you can add on there and do the cash stuffing challenges and such. And you can see here that I have started one where this one is a really fat agenda because I've gone all the way from 1 to 100. to fill this cash stuffing challenge. So I tend to just have this one kind of open and it stays at home. I used to take these to do like grocery lists and such on the go, but now I use them specifically for cash stuffing. Comment below and let me know if you would love to see these cash stuffing videos or video exclusively dedicated to that, and I would love to film it for you dolls. For watching. That brings us to the end of this video. I hope that you've learned some new things. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will be adding more of these type videos to my channel, but also you'll see them in my vlogs where I'm using my planners on the go. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.